What's up everyone? So today I figured we'd continue on with our Nintendo Wii tutorials and we'll be installing the Homebrew channel again, except this time without one of these little shits. Let's get into it. Alright, so just a little information for what's going on here. We are installing the Homebrew channel again, but this time without an SD card. So in terms of speed, I believe this is going to be a lot faster, and for those of you who don't want to purchase an SD card, can't afford an SD card, or just don't want to do it with an SD card, this is the tutorial for you. Now, in terms of speed, I believe it's going to be a lot faster, because before, you know, we'd have to pop in the SD card, do a letter bomb hack, unzip the programs, put it on the Wii, run the Homebrew, and all that shit. So in terms of adding all that together versus what we're about to do right now, I believe doing it with the SD card is a lot slower. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this. The first thing that you want to do is connect your Wii to the internet. Mine already is, so we're good to go on that. So just go to your Wii options, go to Wii settings, let that load up. Then from here, you're just going to go over to the right and go to internet and go to connection settings and wireless 1. That's my connection 1, what I've already set up. We're going to click that and we're going to go to change settings. Now from here, we're just going to go ahead and hit the plus button on the Wiimote. We're going to go over twice to auto obtain DNS and we're going to hit no and go to advanced settings. So you want to make sure you do auto obtain DNS. Don't select IP because that would just be foolish. So you're going to want to change this primary DNS and secondary DNS. So for the first one, we're going to go ahead and make this, I wrote it down, 97.74.103.14 and then hit OK. And then for the secondary DNS, we're going to do 173.201.71.14 and then just hit OK, and we're going to do confirm. Now from here, we're just going to hit save and hit OK, and it's going to perform a test connection. Now this is going to take a while, and I don't believe it's just because, oh, the Wii's an old console, it's going to be slow, blah 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 blah. It's just because it's the hack that we're doing. It's just going to make the console run a little slower. So it's going to ask you here, the connection test was successful. Perform a Wii system update now. You're going to hit no. Just make sure you hit no, and go ahead and go back, and we're going to go to user agreements. And it's going to ask you, would you like to use the Wii Shop channel and Wii Connect 24? Just hit yes. Even though the stuff is discontinued, just hit yes. And then hit next. It's going to say connecting to the internet. Now you're going to see this screen with this little rainbow pony that I'm not sure what it's about. It's going to say, please wait. This will take 1 to 2 minutes. If your Wiimote stops responding, please power off your Wii and try again. Now, I did do this off screen just to verify that all this worked and to make sure I knew my shit before I made a video about it. And you can see my Wiimote's moving here. I like just continuously moving it while this whole process goes, just so I know it's working. If your Wiimote freezes up, you fucked up. You fucked up in some manner, or it just could be the program messed up. So if that happens, just turn off your Wii and try it again. It could be that you didn't connect to the internet properly, or it just could be the program. So it's important to just turn it off, restart everything we just did, and try it again if this freezes. So I'm just gonna keep moving this back and forth here, fast forward it, we'll see what happens, and we'll continue where we left off from here. Okay, so now, once you wait and you don't select everything that was on that screen earlier, you're gonna get all this crap here. Basically, the hack is being installed / downloaded, which is a good thing. So we're just gonna let it run its course here, and this is okay. The screen that we're seeing, it's okay. You might be alarmed, but it's fine. And you'll see that this is the Homebrew screen here. So we just give it a second here, and it'll tell us, I believe, press 1 to continue. All right, so now that's done, just hit 1 to continue. Hit A to continue again, and we just go to install the Homebrew channel and then hit yes. Pretty simple, pretty quick. It's not too bad. Now, the only downside is I always recommend downloading BootMe. This is just in case your console bricks, you have a way to repair it if this happens. But the problem is you can't do BootMe as boot 2 without an SD card. You can see it says required SD card right here. So that's the only downside. You could always go to install BootMe as iOS. I've never done it as iOS. I've always done it to boot 2, so I really don't know the difference between the two. I would imagine boot 2 is a lot better, and I really can't help you in regards of the iOS part. But yeah, I would recommend still getting an SD card just for the simple fact of backing up your Wii. But from here, we can go ahead and return to the main menu and hit exit. And we'll just give this a second and let it take us to the Homebrew channel, which is clearly here. It's just empty. That's the only problem here. So if I hit home, you can see we'll go to exit to system menu. And obviously you can see the Homebrew channel is installed here. So that's pretty cool. Now, the downside, in my opinion, is you still have to add emulators and other things to this. So an SD card would still come in handy. But for those of you who aren't aware, you can go to the Homebrew channel, start it up. And if you hit the plus button on the Wiimote, actually, I'm sorry. And if you hit the 1 button on the Wiimote, you have an option to select a USB device instead of an SD card. So I believe, I'm not sure, I haven't done it myself, but all the emulators and everything else, you might be able to do it with a USB thumb drive versus doing it with an SD card. So you might have luck in that area. But all I've done here is open the door for you and show you guys how to get the Homebrew channel without the SD card. For those of you who may be in times of trouble and can't get an SD card or just don't want to wait to get one, just want to do it now, then kudos to you. You guys have the Homebrew channel. So if you like what I've done here, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, maybe subscribe to the channel. I also have the Discord open for those of you that want to join. And if you like the content that I'm covering, leave a comment down below and tell me what you want to see me cover next. And I'll see you guys next time. Adios.